Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a account update slash ramble video. When I first started here on YouTube, one of the first things that I learned was how to make these 550 paracord bracelets, and I did a video back then showing how I had gone paracord crazy, just making different things of paracord and pretty much wrapping anything that I could get my hands on in paracord. So I figured I'd do a little bit of an update on that. As you guys can see, I've got a lot of different color choices, size choices, things like that of my paracord. And I do showcase it in my EDC videos. I always try and have at least one paracord bracelet on me at all times. And I just kind of wanted to go through a little bit of some of the ones that I have. Obviously you have your standard one like this, which I believe it's called the Cobra Stitch, which is the one you see everybody wearing. And from there it kind of goes back up to the King Cobra, which is the twice wrapped one, like this one right here. It's just basically wrapped in black once and then in ACU back over the black, so it kind of doubles the thickness. And then you also have different types of closing options. You have like this buckle here. You do have the your standard loop and knot at the end of this one. This is obviously a gutted one, so it makes it a lot thinner. So you guys can see right there. This one has the 7 strands inside of it. This one's gutted, so it makes it more of a thin, streamlined one. And then going with the closures, you also have something like this, which has this type of closure at the end. Makes it a little bit heavier, but it's pretty cool looking. And then you can do different designs. Like this is what they call a box nut, but a spiral box nut one. It's pretty cool there. And then you have this one, which I believe is called a zipper stitch, kind of made to resemble a zipper there. You have this one, which unfortunately I can't remember what it's called, but it does lay flat as opposed to the other ones, which sometimes lay round. That one's pretty cool. And then you have this one, which actually is tight all the way around. You have to actually slip it through your wrist in order to wear it. And unfortunately, once you get it wet, it kind of shrinks. So the only way to getting it off is to cut it. So this is obviously a more permanent style. Then you have this one, which is actually designed to carry more paracord. Your normal bracelets carry about 10 feet. This one it's wrapped inside about 3 or 4 times, if I'm not mistaken, and then wrapped around on the outside. Very easy to do, but it's a very economical and easy way to carry a lot of paracord. I think you can carry up to 25 feet of paracord this way, depending on how many times you wrap it around. And then you can add a couple of different things. I added on this blue one. This is the Yorick skull from CountyCom. Yeah, pretty cool. It's a nice little skull there. Nice little device to add on there. Now, I did make a video a little while ago stating that if you're gonna support different causes, just to to try and do it all the time, not just in special occasions. So I did showcase that I do wear this red, white, and blue bracelet pretty often, and it's just my way of showcasing American pride and anything that you can relate to. Red, white, and blue. This is pretty cool. It's blue on one end and red on the other. Then you have the white inside. So I do wear that one often. And I did make this one. This is the one I'm going to wear for Halloween. So it's pretty cool because the buckle has a whistle there. So it's really nice. You got the orange and black effect going through it. So I'm looking forward to wearing that one. And I have been rocking this one for the past couple of days. This one, if you guys can make it out, it's pink and white. Obviously, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I just I figured this is my little way of showing support and things like that. So obviously, yes, I am wearing it in October, and it just happens to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well. But I figured it's always pretty cool, and I mean, not everybody can pull off pink, so I think I can, so that's pretty cool. But also, it kind of, creates awareness, and it shows it off, and anybody asks me, and I could probably make one for them, and as in my everyday interactions with people. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, one of the first things that I learned was, these bracelets actually go by a lot of different names. 550 paracord bracelets. Some people call them survival bracelets. Other people call them different names, maybe by the type of knot or whatnot. But they're most of the time made up by out of parachute cord. generally the 550, which stands for the amount of weight, 550 pounds is the tensile strength. Generally, it's the 7-strand paracord, which is normally what a lot of people use. But ultimately, the intended purpose for this, it's kind of gotten out of hand. A lot of people are using it now as a, a lot of guys are wearing it because, hey, I don't wear jewelry, but this is very, tough looking or very rugged looking, so I can get away with wearing it, and I'm wearing something around my wrist. But obviously, the original purpose was to actually have, a certain amount of feet of this wonderful material on you at all times, and what better way than just to have it strapped onto your wrist and you kind of forget about it. So the reason that I'm doing this video, obviously is not to talk about paracord, not to show off what I can do, but it's because I had a story come across, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys, and it has to deal with this. A friend of mine had, and again, this is a friend of a friend. A friend of mine had a friend who was in an altercation in another country, and I don't want to give too many details away, and I don't know 100% the story, so I'm just gonna tell you guys how I heard it, and hopefully get some feedback. My friend's friend was in another country, and he was in an altercation where he was in a prison. He was a prison guard, and the prisoners kind of took over the prison, and they captured him and I believe 3 or 4 other of his men. And basically what they did is they captured them, stripped them of all their jewelry, of all their belongings. They even took their underwear off and put pants back on them, but just to make sure that they didn't have anything on them. So these guys were kind of just wearing pants, and that's it. And they were captured for I don't know the length of time, but it was a pretty good length. And something happened where some of the other guards got into a shootout with the prisoners, and the prisoners kind of fled, and they let these 4 guys be unattended, and they went ahead and escaped, and ultimately lived. Obviously, when you go through an ordeal like that, the first thing and last thing on your mind is if you're going to make it. Now, obviously they did make it, and my friend's telling me the story that his friend told him, and he said, they took everything from us. The only thing that they left me was my paracord bracelet. And, he was very surprised that they did that. I guess they didn't see it as a threat, but that's all that they left. He had a pair of pants and a paracord bracelet on his wrist. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, he used that to escape or anything like that. He didn't. At that time, he didn't have the capability to use it for any type of escape. But obviously, this became more than just a paracord bracelet. It kind of donned the whole survival bracelet name because he actually survived that ordeal. Now, that alone, the story, it obviously brought goosebumps to me. I thought that was really, really cool. But the best part is that, and again, this happened to somebody I don't know in a completely different country. The guy was wearing a paracord bracelet that I made. So the paracord bracelet that he donned and now believes is his lucky survival bracelet that he will never take it off is a bracelet that I made. I made it for my friend. I made a couple of them for my friend, and my friend re-gifted it to him. I knew he was going to do that, so it's don't think that he did it behind my back or anything. And the guy put it on, and from the day that he put it on, afterwards when that ordeal happened, until today, and according to him, until whatever time, he's never going to take it off because it's his lucky bracelet. Now, I thought that was, an incredible story. It obviously has nothing to do with, the survival bracelet playing a role in, in helping him survive, but it did. He knew that these were, called survival bracelets, and, he thought that, hey, you know what, because I was wearing this, it helped me survive. And ultimately, it's something that I made. So, I don't know if you guys kind of see where I'm getting at, and the whole idea of something that you made or something that you had a part in, going through something like that and coming out on the other end unscathed, but I kind of do. So, guys, let me know if you have any comments, about that, or just, in general about this video, because I would definitely love to hear him. And my friend is here on YouTube. I have him as a friend here on YouTube. He just started, so he'll definitely be seeing these comments also. But he kind of wanted me to make this video. He's going to show it to his friends as well, and you know, hopefully he'll have some good things to say. And you know, that gentleman that survived that ordeal, you know, will feel a lot better, because he knows that, you know, other people in the community kind of respect that whole idea of survival bracelet and just surviving something like that. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm sorry this video took a little too long, but I just kind of wanted to get that story out there. All right, guys? Thanks.